reservation, and I have this big dog. She is a greyhound mix. Her name's Shelly. And every day we have the same ritual. We go out and we take a walk along the wash, and sometimes go on the road. And I throw sticks to her, and she gets them and she brings them back, and we do it over and over again. I live on this little rural street. It's actually called Indian Agency, if anyone's ever seen it. It's out in the middle of nowhere. And as I said, one side's the res. The side that I'm on, my part of it, there's a little cluster of trailers that I'm near. But a lot of the other places have no houses at all. This day we're walking and I'm throwing the stick to her, and she's running back, all exuberant, when a car comes out of nowhere, screeching down my street, and slam, runs right into my dog that's running right toward me with the stick in her mouth, hitting her in the head, knocked her into the road. She's bleeding. The car zips by. Doesn't even stop. I look down. She's bleeding from her head. She's already gone, but I don't know that yet. And I'm frantic. And I look around. Nobody's with me. The nearest house is an eighth of a mile. And so I run up there. And I get there, and I'm hysterical, and I'm crying, and I tell this neighbor, oh my God, my dog was hit. And he picks me up, and he drives out in his pickup. He puts a blanket around my dog, and I'm talking about getting her to the vet, and he's like, I'm just going to take you home. And he drives us home, and he leaves my dog and me, very kindly. He takes the dog out and places her on the ground. Later, when I thought about it, I felt pretty bad for my neighbor because I was, this screaming, hysterical woman, and I kept on talking about a child that had died. He couldn't have known the context for that. But for you to understand my story, you need to know the context for that. 2 months earlier, in April of 2000, I was 9 months pregnant. I was 41 weeks pregnant, so I was a week past due. We were deciding whether or not to induce. I was in the hospital. They were just monitoring the baby. The baby was fine. I wanted to go home, wanted to get a good night's sleep. It was late. They let me go home. I'm 45 minutes away from the hospital where I live. No sooner that I walked through the door of the house than my water broke. Or I thought my water had broken. But when I looked, I saw it was bleeding. So I was scared, and I called the midwife, and the midwife said, no, it's okay, but you need to get back to the hospital. Do I need to call an ambulance? No, just get back to the hospital. So I asked my neighbors who lived directly behind me, shared the lot with me, who were these sweet Midwestern Protestant biologists, mild-mannered. And they put me in the back of their car, and they drove me to the hospital. So a lot of pain on the way to the hospital. I get to the hospital, and they take me in, and they look for the baby's heartbeat, and they tell me, oh, wait a minute, we'll just get one more person in here to look. One more person in here to look. The blood that was coming from me was not from the placenta. The umbilical cord had ruptured, and my baby bled out. She died in the 2 hours between when I lost him in the hospital and when I came back. I was, as you can imagine, deranged with grief. So the woman that lost that dog that day on the street, and horrible enough for anyone to walk their dog and see their dog struck and their dog killed. But that wasn't the woman who was there. That was a grief-stricken parent. And I was crazy. So the dog was home, and I was home, and I had to decide on my body. I couldn't do it. I couldn't hurt the integrity of her body. When my baby girl died, I did some things kind of ritualistically. One thing I did was I went home and I had long hair and I took a pair of scissors and I just chopped all my hair off. And it was, ragged and a mess, but it was what I needed to do, and it was so clear to me it was what I needed to do, because somehow I needed the outside to reflect the broken, shattered, disheveled inside of me. I was lucky enough in the hospital to be able to hold my child, to, bathe her, to do those things, but when you leave the hospital and your child has died, you leave your baby at the hospital. They take the hospital from the morgue to the funeral home. And then about a week later, you get this container. They call it a box, but it looks like a little short mailing tube. And inside is the ashes of what your child was. And I just felt like that our removal from the experience of death, I knew my baby had died, and it made me sick to be this far removed. So when my dog died, this flash came to me of what seemed like a burning thought. I thought, that's it. In India, they don't send their loved ones away to be cremated. They create this giant funeral pyre, and they cremate their loved ones themselves. I thought, that's what I'm going to do. I had a friend staying with me at that time, and you would imagine when I would share this with someone that they would think that was not such a good idea. This friend of mine was secretly in love with me, so she readily agreed. I'm here to tell you, however, that a do-it-yourself cremation of a 50-pound dog in your backyard is not a good idea. So we clear space in the backyard. We set up all these, sticks and create this giant cone of wood. And then we go to put the dog on top. But by this point, rigor mortis is set in. So there's the dog on top. Kind of teetering on this big thing. And then we light the fire. And it's a little precarious because it's windy and stuff, and I'm afraid to light something on fire. And it's also, smoke's kicking up, and you think cremation's going to be a short thing. It takes days. All the time. First, the hair starts to burn, and it smells like burning hair. And then, quite unfortunately, for about 6 or 7 hours, it's pretty much like barbecue. And then, slowly, my dog, started to really burn and become black. But all the while, I'm like looking around, and I'm starting to get a little nervous and thinking, is someone gonna call the cops on me or something? There's a dead dog burning in my backyard. And no one does. My nice biologist neighbors walk large bursts around me and say nothing. And it occurs to me why? And that is when something horrible happens to you, when someone in your family is murdered, when you have cancer, when your child dies, you become untouchable. It's not always because people are bad, ill-meaning. Sometimes they don't know what to say. But sometimes they're afraid of you. You're ritually unclean. If people look at you and look in your eyes and look in your face, they might have to realize that, my God, none of us are exempt. This could happen to any of us. So it took a couple days, and finally the dog, what's human about them. They'll be better for it, and so will you.